definitely earlier than I hoped to get up on a very long travel day, but my goodness, that was pretty worth it, in my personal opinion. Here we go. Commute back to the States. Stats now. I have to admit, I loved Luang Prabang. It's got enough of the comforts to be a quaint city, but definitely enough pastoral culture to feel completely unlike Western culture. This has got to be the darkest airport I've ever seen. At this early hour, there is no security line. There's also nothing to do. I'd recommend preparing a small doggy bag for yourself if you want breakfast. We will be flying Lao Airlines again. I've been very happy with their service, prices, and I'd recommend utilizing them if you're in the area. It's less than 2 hours to Bangkok, the first layover.
Gentlemen, welcome to Commute International Airport, Bangkok.
We've made it to Thailand, our first and our longest layover, and hell no, I'm not staying at the airport. So, we've got 16 hours, oh my gosh, we can go into the city. It's only 20 minutes from the airport into the main part of the city from light rail, and everything's pretty well marked. My first stop of the day is gonna go see the Emerald Buddha. So I told Kwong that I would go check it out for him and send him some photos. Let's go there. One of the first culture shocks I experienced after being in Laos, the crowds and traffic. Traffic is no joke here, it's crazy. Bus travels sometimes make me nervous abroad, but I've done enough research to feel Bangkok during the day should be fine. They have this nice ticket person to help you, and very clean, air-conditioned buses. Super cheap, there's like 40 cents to get here from the train station, and here we are about to get into where they are. I'm excited to see it. To get inside, there will be many security screenings, bag checks, ticket checks, and crowds. Lots and lots of crowds. The temple grounds are beautiful and immaculate. I'm particularly appreciating all the glass mosaic. I'm picturing what Buddha Park in Vientiane would have looked like if it was maintained at this detail. After a long queue, we arrived to where the Emerald Buddha was housed. No cameras were allowed inside, but getting a quick snapshot from outside appeared to be allowed, as most people were doing it without any intervention from staff. That was super cool. Who would do that? Just a big old chunk of emerald and then make a Buddha out of it, especially in that detail. I guess I have to admit it was a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, but nonetheless, it was still really an incredible piece of work. Trying to escape from this temple was difficult, as not only was it so massively big, the different artworks were so visually stimulating. I think I spent at least an additional hour just looking at everything before I finally got out of there. You just sit here all day and look at all of the little details that they have here. But good things must come to an end. One thing I'm definitely missing about Laos is the lack of crowds. This place has been beautiful, but appropriately very packed and crowded. Oh, I wonder if they would let me get a little spray of water there. Last minute he got me, woo! It feels so good. Since the first bus experience went so well, let's try taking it again, heading for lunch. I'm really surprised by Bangkok. I guess what I had pictured it was being is not what I'm finding at all. The infrastructure is actually pretty decent. There's plant life everywhere to help keep it cool because it is pretty warm here. The buses are pretty simple to navigate, as is the train, of course. I'm on my way right now to a place someone in Laos said was actually quite lovely for streetcars. Let's see if we can get a little sample in a Thai street foods. Train navigation here is just as easy as in the States. Everything is well marked in English and in Thai. Yep, it's our train. Look at all these choices. However, something random and surprising happened. Oh, the spices so much is making me want to sneeze. Turns out that was just the beginning. The spice smell is so strong here, I've sneezed like 10 times. I lost my appetite for the moment. Let's see if I can find a slightly different place, but no shame in admitting I'm a wuss when it comes to the spice. I did happen upon a fairly benign looking cart with some cute mini tacos. I opted for this. These look like they've got some onions and a little cheese, and I don't know if that's sour cream. This is not at all what I was expecting. This is marshmallow fluff, a crepe taco with onions, fresh onions, and I don't even know what that is. It's not cheese, something sweet. This is weird. I was really expecting like little mini tacos, and I got some sort of sweet dessert thing. It's not bad. It's tasty. I'll eat them, but not what I was expecting, and kind of bizarre. It's starting to get late and about time to head back to the airport. The bus I took back to the train definitely looked more vintage. Doors opening before coming to a complete stop definitely is not allowed in the States. I chuckled with this. Thank you. Back to the airport. It's been a fun layover. I still have 7 hours until my plane actually takes off for Seoul. As nice as Bangkok was, it's just not a city I did enough research on to really feel safe walking around by myself. That'll be for a time when I actually come here for a long visit. So what I ended up doing was getting a capsule hotel here at the airport. Pictures make it look like something that might be found in the Starship Enterprise, so let's go see what this looks like. And here it is. You are given a luggage locker that you can open with your own chosen PIN code. To enter my passcode. Okay. Wow. This is trippy. I've got a lot of room to move around in here. You've got a little coat hook, smoke detector. You have 2 charging ports. Oh, this cute little reading light if you wanted. I gotta admit, this little capsule room right here, just in the bottom of the airport, makes me so happy. I love the colors in here. I love the design of it. I love the sliding door. I love how small yet absolutely like wide, comfortable. I mean, there's so much space for me to sit up in here. In order to leave, you have to press a button to unlock the magnetics. A nice safety feature. I think the only negative I have to say about the hotel is that the toilets are not anywhere close to it. They are actually up a floor and probably about a 6 to 7 minute walk away. Some other business moved in and basically imposed like a toilet embargo on the users of this hotel. You need the toilet frequently. This might not be the best place for you to stay. Better call it an evening at least and get a little bit of shut-eye before heading up to Seoul. So, see you in a little bit. How is it already time to get up and go to the plane? Alright, let's go to Seoul. Oh, that was cute. What's not so cute? The very, very long walk through Bangkok's main airport to get to your gate. You'll get your steps in. Oh boy, looking ahead to the weather in Seoul. I've been in 80, 90 degree weather for the past 3 weeks. It is below freezing in Seoul, so that's going to be quite the shocker. Bangkok Bangkok has one of the most seamless and easy gate checks I've ever experienced. Scan your boarding pass. That's all it took to get on the plane. What luck! Another empty seat for this overnight flight. Little did I know, travel hiccups would be starting.
It's one of the times that the internet did me dirty. There is absolutely no luggage storage options for Terminal 2. You know, I took a look at all of the options that the free layover tours would take you to. Unfortunately, I missed the times for all of them by just a little bit, which totally happens. They're all like an hour and a half to 2 hours away by public transportation. Given that I only really have about 5 hours of meaningful time to go out and explore, and it seems like I'm going to be spending all of that just on the train, just to maybe see one thing for 5 minutes. Sadly, it's just not worth it, so a little disappointed, but I've been to Seoul before.
What was more disappointing? Lack of things to do in Seoul Terminal 2, aside from high-end shopping. There's a couple of playgrounds for the kiddos, and the weirdest art face I've ever seen.
Observation I made about the Terminal 2 airport is that I think the ratio of stores to restaurant is quite off. It's like 10 shops for every one restaurant. That's not an actual number. It's just what it feels like. So I think we'll probably call this done for now. This can just go to show that even the best intended plans do get little hiccups every once in a while. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this gives you some inspiration on what you can do on a vacation while traveling solo. And I'll see you guys next time I go on vacation. Happy holidays.
Only took 2 days and 5 minutes to travel from my hotel in Laos to walk through the door at my house in the States. Take care till next time.